Hey there, welcome to your reading. Thank you for joining me. Today's reading is the person on your mind. What do they want you to know? Okay, and we have three groups for you to choose from. We have group 1, the green aventurine crystal. We have group 2, the blue calcite, and group 3, the Herkimer diamond. Okay, so 1, 2, and 3, what do they want you to know? So if you want to take a moment to pause the video so you can choose your group, feel free, but I will see you in your readings, okay? Hey, welcome to your reading. If you've chosen the first group, the green aventurine crystal, then this reading is for you, okay? So the person on your mind, what do they want you to know? Okay, so we have the 10 of Cups reversed, and we also have the 6 of Wands upright. So the person that you're asking about, they want you to know that their family isn't doing too well, or that there has been some type of, challenges in terms of their family. For some of you, it could be that their family is a bit dysfunctional. This doesn't feel like it's in general though. For some of you, it could be, if that's, what you know, and maybe it's kind of out of hand, or, it's a lot to deal with right now. But for others of you, this doesn't feel in general. This feels more so like a recent breakdown has happened, and they want you to know because they can't focus on you or give you what you need, or give you, what you've been asking them, or, if they have been distant, then they want you to know that that's why. It feels like they want for you to focus on yourself. For some, this is because they think that you have so much going for yourself. They just can't give you that attention right now. So it's almost like, let me see. It's like they're kind of torn, actually. It feels like they want for you to wait for them, but at the same time, they don't want for you to wait for them, Or it's just like, maybe hold space for me whilst you, do you, and, focus on doing your own thing. But yeah, they also want you to know that they are going through and dealing with a lot right now. This could be related to their family, could be related to other things as well. It feels like there could be someone or people that's like trying to interrupt their stability. So whether that's in terms of work, their family, friends, but it feels like that's what they're trying to focus on right now. But they also think that you are going through a lot as well, or that you have been through a lot in general. And they want to tell you that they understand, they understand, maybe how you're feeling, or what you've been going through. But they also hope that you can understand things from their perspective too, and maybe understand what they're going through, what they have been through, or certain dynamics that they're dealing with now. They also want to tell you that they do think you both could have been good together, but they just have other priorities at the moment, or, in the past as well. They want you to know that they understand if you don't or won't wait for them. You may be coming on too strong for some of you, which they want you to know as well. They want you to know that they have no intention of breaking up their family, or, interrupting something in terms of their family. And, for some of you, that would be a possibility if they move forward with you, breaking up their family, and that's not something they are planning to do, and they want you to know that. For some of you, they do feel you neglected them, and that it may be, too little too late. It could be the other way around, where they feel they neglected you and they feel like it's too little too late. But even if they wanted to do something about it, they feel like they couldn't. Or it's just something they don't want to do right now. It feels like they want you to know that they are focused on their money, and or their career. They also want you to know that they think you are successful and they're happy for you and that they're proud of you as well. They appreciate all the support you did provide for them, or the push you gave them, even though for some of you maybe this push was like in a negative way, but it helped them anyway, you know, so they appreciate you for that. So take whichever one makes sense for you. Some of you unintentionally pushed this person and motivated this person, but regardless of how you did push them, they appreciate it, you know. They also want you to know that they are stronger and more confident now, and that they think you're the same. And depending on who you're asking about, they are very attracted to you, but they aren't going to do anything about it. They're not going to pursue their attraction to you right now. And for some of you, depending on who you're asking about, but it feels like they want to remain single, which is another thing they want you to know. So we have I deserve better. So it feels like this person has realized that they need to do better, that they deserve better. Maybe they deserve to do better. Like maybe I'm thinking, you know, higher of myself. So maybe now my intentions and, you know, goals need to match those the feeling that I have, you know. So for some of you, they do feel like they need to do better as a person. Do you have more from this? And it feels like they realize that they deserve better as well, or someone else in their life deserves better. So they also want you to know that they just don't want to settle. They don't plan on settling. But yeah, do you have more from this one? We also have balls deep. They also want you to know that they feel like you deserve better as well. So for some of you, if you're asking about this type of relationship, if you didn't get the opportunity, or you both didn't get the opportunity to like be intimate with one another, if you didn't have the opportunity to become sexual with one another, it feels like that is a bit of, I don't know if regret may be too big of a word, but they do think about what that would have been like with you. And this does feel like it's something they still think about. Yeah, but they are very attracted to you, and that's something they want you to know. So I feel like they want you to know that they do fantasize about you. We also have I'm interested in someone else. So they also want you to know that they are talking to other people, that they are interested in other people. Maybe they're exploring their options. I think, you know, the message earlier of them being single. So yeah, their interest could be in a few different places right now. In terms of, you know, romance, maybe, you know, work and goals and ambitions, but it feels like it's a few different areas, including you know, romantic relationships as well. So we have, let's piss off the neighbors, don't hold back. So I don't know what context this is going to be in for each of you, but they also want for you to know that they don't really care about who they piss off anymore. You know, they want to just do them, and that's what they plan on doing. So they plan on being self-focused, they plan on being a little selfish, and they don't really care about maybe who has a problem with that. If they do care how it affects people, they do care how it affects you as well, but it's not going to stop them from, you know, doing whatever they need to do to move forward in life. So we have them focused on my priorities. So yeah, that's another thing. They want you to know that they are focused on their priorities right now. We also have, I've been through some shit. So they also want you to know that they feel like they have had a tough life, and they need to start putting themselves first. I don't know if it's start putting themselves first, but that feels like that's what they're focused on. They're focused on moving forward. So yeah, they do want you to know that they have been through a lot of tough situations, and they just don't plan on repeating it. You know, they plan on, you know, I don't know if starting over is the right phrase, but they do plan on, you know, this different life for themselves. So they also want you to know that they just kind of plan on being more realistic with themselves, with other people moving forward. So we also have, you are an enigma, you are an oxymoron in every sense of the word. I need to know more. So this card, it feels like they're talking about themselves in a way. It feels like they've realized something about themselves, and it's almost like they're discovering themselves, you know, or finding out more about themselves. And it feels like they are on this solo journey, maybe in terms of finding themselves, and getting to know the different, you know, aspects of themselves as well. And we also have nothing will stand in my way. So yeah, they don't plan on having anything, and that was clarified by the Ace of Pentacles. So it could be in terms of a new beginning, a reset, maybe something they're invested in. But they do want you to know that, you know, they don't plan on letting anyone or anything kind of get in their way moving forward. But they at the same time, it doesn't feel like they want this to hurt anyone, especially you. But anyways, that is all I have for this group. I do hope it could be helpful. Be good and be safe, okay? Take care. Hi, welcome to your reading. If you've chosen the second group, the blue calcite, then this reading is for you. The person on your mind, what do they want you to know? Okay, so we have the Emperor upright, and we also have the Devil in reverse. So the person that you're asking about, they want you to know that you've helped them do better and be better. It feels like you've helped them take responsibility. You've helped them man up in a way, and they want you to know that. They want you to know that you have helped them in so many ways. They know now where they went wrong, and they want you to know that you've helped them mature as well. They appreciate that they can depend on you, or in the past they appreciated that they could depend on you. And they want you to know as well that they will look after you, or they want to look after you. They want you to know that they will provide for you, that it feels like they have this desire to look after you. You know, whether they can do that or not is a different story, but they definitely have intentions and a desire to do so. But it feels like in their perspective, they're so positive actually that they can provide for you, or that they will provide for you. And this, I don't know if this is in like a money money, you know, financial way, but yeah, it feels like they do want to provide you with some type of stability. But for some of you, this may take a minute, because it does feel like they're still working on their stability and their independence. If any of you have children with the person you're asking about, they want you to know that they want to do better for you and for the kids as well. And if you don't have kids with them, but you have children of your own, they want you to know that they want to be a father to them. They want to be a father figure, or they simply want to be a good role model for them, and a masculine figure that you both can rely on and trust. They want you to know that they have been keeping to themselves more. They want you to know that they are healthier now, or they're in a healthier space now, maybe mentally, that it feels like their state of mind has improved, and they want you to know. They also don't want for you to detach from them either. They want you to know that they are more independent now, but they are, you know, that it feels like so imagine like it's your first time living by yourself. It feels like they kind of just want to get used to their independence for a little while. They want to get used to, like, ease into their stability. Like, they could already have their independence, they could already have their stability, but it feels like they kind of want to ease into it, if that makes sense, you know? But yeah. So they also want you to know that they will be loyal to you. Okay, so we have, I'm worried you don't feel the same. So yeah, they want you to know that they think that you don't feel the same way as them. So that card was actually clarified by the Ace of Cups. So I asked, how do they feel about you? So for some of you, they really care about you. They could love you as well, depending on who you're asking about. Actually, regardless of who you're asking about, it feels like they do really love you, really care about you. And they feel like maybe you don't have the same feelings, or maybe not as strong as theirs. Actually, they feel like you don't really love them at all. You know, I guess it depends on what happened between you both in the past, but it almost feels like they think you're a bit over it. They could feel like you've moved on from them. Like with this Ace of Pentacles and Queen of Pentacles, they could think you're focused on other things, focused on maybe your career, your family, certain responsibilities that you may have. So yeah, there's a part of this person that kind of thinks that you're not thinking about them at all, really. So we have, will you wait for me? So this feels like it's more in terms of past tense. It's like they wanted you to know that they wanted you to be patient with them, like in the past. We also have, I'm not going to lie, I'm a little jealous. So yeah, for some of you here, they want you to know that they are a little jealous of you or something that you have going on for yourself. What are they jealous of? Okay, so a card just does not want to come out. It's going all over the place. So they could be jealous that you've moved on. They could be jealous that you're in another relationship or that you're not paying them any attention, you know, take what resonates. But it could also be something that you are more aware of because a card just does not want to come out. Okay. They could be jealous of your commitment to someone or something. This may not even be in a romantic way either. So we have fuck me now. What do they want you to know? They do want you to know that this Nine of Swords has popped up a few times when I was trying to clarify other messages. So another thing they could want you to know that was clarified by the Five of Swords is that they could be feeling a bit anxious when it comes to you. They could, let me see. They could feel like you both are in conflict and they want you to be in this lover's energy. It feels like in their perspective, they feel like you will have something against them. Like they may not feel you're in that type of energy now, but they feel like you will have something against them or that there is a potential to be a problem between you both. So they also want you to know that they do think about being sexual with you. They do think about being closer with you, depending on who you're asking about. So we also have, I can't move on. So yeah, they also want you to know that they are having trouble moving on from you. Trouble moving on from you. This could be about something else. One moment. Okay, so they also want you to know that they are having trouble still leaving a certain part of their life behind. It feels like they really do want to leave that part of their life behind. It feels like you may not know what this is about. I don't know. Let me see. It could be involving a relationship. Two of Cups, Queen of Pentacles. So it could be involving an ex. Like for some of you, it may not be easy for them to get divorced as well. So please take that one if it makes sense. Yeah, so they do want you to know that they are still kind of tied up into something. So maybe that's what, there was a message earlier about them not wanting you to be mad at them or not wanting you to have a problem with something that they have going on. And maybe it could be referring to a previous relationships. Maybe, I don't know if they have children with this person or they, you know, have, you know, property with this person, like, but they could still have ties to this person somehow. And they want you to know that it's just not easy for them to like let that part of their life go. Not that they don't want to, but you know, there could be, you know, reasons why they need to have this person in their life, for example. It feels like they are independent from this situation, but it is still like something they have to deal with, if that makes sense. So we also have I'm not with all the drama. So yeah, they want you to know that they are trying to detach from the drama. 3 of Swords and 5 of Pentacles came out to clarify. So this could be something that they are dealing with. And this drama doesn't really even feel like it's coming from you. It feels like it's coming from other areas of their life, or, you know, different people in their life. And they want you to know that they kind of don't want you to get involved in it. They don't even want to be involved in it. But it's something that they do have to navigate and something that they do have to deal with. And it feels like they're trying to stay positive as well. Like that was clarified by the Sun, the Ace of Wands, and the Ace of Pentacles. So it feels like even though there is, you know, there are these challenges that they have to deal with, they're not letting it get them down. They're not letting it stop them from, you know, being independent, or, you know, going out on their own in some way, or having this new beginning for themselves, or maybe even wanting to manifest that with you. They want you to know that even though they're going through all of this, that they don't want it to get in the way of their new beginning, or what they have going on, or what they have going on with you, or what they plan to have with you, you know. So we have blah, blah, blah. So they want you to know that they don't plan on making excuses, or that they have no excuses. So we also have, I know you still think about me, how could you not? So they want you to know that they do think about you still a lot. I don't feel like they think that way about you, if I'm being honest. Like they do still think you think about them, but it's not coming off in like an arrogant or like a cocky way, like you're stuck on them. So we also have addictions. So depending on, you know, who you're asking about, they also want you to know that they have worked through certain addictions that they may have had, you know, with this Devil card being in reverse as well. And finally, we have I was wrong. So they want you to know that they were wrong about what? Let me see. They want you to know that they were wrong about how they treated you. Maybe they were wrong about being indecisive, being controlling, holding on to things that they shouldn't have been holding on to. Do you have more from that card? So they also want you to know, with the 9 of Pentacles in reverse, they want you to know that they were wrong about not being independent. Or not removing, or, you know, kind of detaching from someone else. They want you to know that they maybe should have done that sooner, but they were indecisive, or they didn't know what their path would look like if they were to move on from this situation or this person. But yeah, that is all I have for this group. I do hope it could be helpful and make sense. But take care of yourselves. Be good and be safe, all right? Bye. Hey, welcome to your reading. If you've chosen the 3rd group, the Herkimer Diamond, then this reading is for you. So the person on your mind, what do they want you to know? So we have Strength card, we have the 7 of Pentacles in the upright as well. So they want you to know that you excite them. They also want you to see them as strong. They want you to be passionate about them. They want you to be, you know, extremely attracted to them. they want you to make a lot of effort with them as well, and they want you to want them, and they want you to know that they want you to want them. They also want you to know that they do think about you very often, but they do also want you to know that they are focused on nurturing certain things in their life. This could be certain goals that they have. This could be in terms of their finances, could be in terms of their family. But there's something about like nurturing some type of longevity, you know, whether that's in terms of their career, personal, a hobby, I don't know. But they do want you to know that is also a focus for them. But they also want you to know that they are considering the long term when they think about you. They think about how strong you are as well. But they also want you to know how strong they are. Like, they want you to see them as strong. They want you to know that they're brave as well. Like, you know, I don't know, maybe that's a thing that you could be aware of, but they want you to know that they've maybe, they're stronger now. Maybe they've, you know, gained some type of courage in order to do something, and they want you to know that. But they also want you to know that they see you as very brave, which they admire. They also admire your confidence. They want you to know that they don't doubt their feelings for you anymore, which they could have done in the past. It does feel like they still have some doubts, but these doubts don't really feel like it's about how they feel about you. Okay, I'm very sure about how I feel about you, but there are some, you know, doubts about maybe, you know, external circumstances that could be impacting your relationship. So those are the things that they could have doubts that could impact, you know, your relationship either presently or, you know, in the future. So it feels like they also have doubts in terms of certain loose ends that they still have, and their past. They also want you to know that they find it quite sexy when you try to control them. They also want you to be patient with them as well, and your relationship to them. But they also want you to know that they do look forward to growing with you and kind of just seeing what happens between you both and seeing how things unfold. Oh, I just looked up and it was on 333. 3333. And then I picked it up and it was on the 3 of Pentacles. So threes could have some like type of meaning for your relationship. Let me see. So they also want you to know that they do want to hang out with you more. Maybe they want to socialize with you more. They want to get to know you more, like on a friendly level as well. So we have, why did I let you go? So they regret letting you go. They regret not appreciating you or appreciating what you both had. We also have, I hope you can understand. This feels like more like a question. It doesn't feel like, you know, they expect you to understand, but they do hope you can understand. There's something about this person putting their differences aside, and they want you to know that as well. So there is something about accountability, and it feels like they want you to know, or they hope you can understand that they have taken accountability and that they do see where they went wrong. So we also have, is it bad that I've never made love? So for some of you here, they do want you to know that they have never made love before. But take that F1 if it resonates and makes sense. So it feels like they also want you to know that a lot of their relationships maybe haven't been serious, or it's been kind of fleeting, or, you know, started quickly and ended quickly. So we also have trauma. So this feels like a very specific message, but it feels like they want you to know that they're sorry for not acknowledging their own trauma sooner. And maybe, you know, in them not acknowledging, you know, their own things that they have been through, that it kind of made them, it made them think certain things were normal when maybe it wasn't, or maybe it made them think certain things were healthy when it wasn't, you know, or it made them act out in a way that they realize now is wrong, and they want you to know that they recognize that now. Do you have more from this one? So we also have, I'm not sure. So they want you to know that they're not sure about how to move forward with you. It feels like they don't really have a plan, but it feels like in their perspective, they kind of feel like their feelings for you are enough, even if they are indecisive, or they're indecisive of how to move forward with you or what that would look like. For some of you though, they feel like they're not sure about how you feel about them. So it's almost like they want to know, or they want you to know that they need clarity from you. We also have, I'm so used to flying solo. So yeah, they want you to know that maybe they're used to being alone, maybe they're used to doing certain things alone, maybe they're used to being independent. It feels like they want to make changes in that regard though. They don't want to keep moving forward alone, or they kind of want to open up space for you in their life, or they want you to know that, you know, that's what they want to do, that's what they're willing to do. We also have, I don't know how this shit will end, but I know that I want to try. So yeah, they want you to know, that was clarified by the lovers, they want you to know that they're not really sure about what the future looks like with you guys. They're not sure, you know, of any plans, or, you know, whatever, but it feels like they do want to try, like they do want to make an effort, even if they are unsure of how things are going to pan out between the two of you. Do you have more from this one? So we also have dishonesty. So they also want you to know that they were dishonest with you in the past. Actually, this feels like it is about a specific person, and they want you to know that they were dishonest in regards to this person. It doesn't feel like they're sorry, but it feels like it was like a necessary evil, you know? Not evil may be the wrong word, but they feel like it was a necessary lie, if that makes sense. So it feels like they don't necessarily regret it, but they are sorry that they were dishonest with you. We also have, I have deep-rooted commitment issues. So yeah, they also want you to know that they do have maybe trouble with commitment. Maybe they do have commitment issues that they still need to work through, and they want you to know that. Do you have more from this one? For some of you, please only take this if it resonates, but this feels like they could think this about you and that you have commitment issues as well. We also have partner in crime. So they also want you to know that they feel like you guys could be a good team, a good couple, through the good times and the bad times, you know? Do you have more from this one? But that is all I have for this group. I do hope it could be helpful. I hope it can make sense as well. But take care of yourselves, okay? Be good and be safe. Bye.